Chapter 1. A New Beginning. The Johnson Family Home. The morning air was cool and quiet when Sarah Johnson woke early in her bedroom. It was a new day, and she could always feel the comfortable warmth of her family home. The room had wooden floors, a soft carpet near the bed, and a window that looked out onto their garden. "Yeah, today feels different," Sarah said to herself as she got out of bed. She walked quietly to the bathroom to wash her hair and brush her teeth. The clean, white tiles felt cool under her feet. After getting ready, she put on her comfortable dress and headed downstairs to the kitchen. Family morning routine. Her mother, Linda, was already in the kitchen preparing breakfast. "Good morning, dear," Linda said with a warm smile. "I hope you slept well. Your father and brother are still sleeping, but they will be down soon." The kitchen was the heart of their home. It had a wooden table with 4 chairs, a cupboard full of dishes, and an oven where Linda often cooked dinner. The sink near the window allowed her to view the garden while she worked. "What's for breakfast?" Sarah asked, sitting down at the table. "I'm making scrambled eggs with beef and vegetables, and there's fresh bread on the plate. Your grandfather brought it from the cafe near his house yesterday afternoon." Sarah's father, Tom, came into the kitchen wearing his golf shirt. "Good morning, everyone," he said, giving his wife a quick kiss. "I need to hurry this morning. I have a meeting at work and I don't want to be late." The daily schedule. Tom sat down and poured himself a cup of coffee. "After work today, I'll visit your aunt and uncle," he told Sarah. "They just moved to a new house in a quiet area near the lake. The address is on the list in the desk in the hall." Sarah's younger brother, Alex, finally came downstairs. At 12 years old, he was always in a rush. "I can't find my homework," he said, looking worried. "Did you check your bag?" Linda asked. "It's probably in your bedroom." "I looked everywhere," Alex replied. "I think I left it at school." "Don't worry," Tom said calmly. "We'll call your teacher and explain. But next time, make sure you put your homework in your bag right after you finish it." Home life and relationships. Sarah watched her family with a smile. She loved these morning moments when everyone was together. The household routine was always the same, but it felt safe and warm. "I have a new idea," Sarah said suddenly. "Why don't we add some art to the living room? I saw a beautiful painting at the gallery downtown. It would look perfect on the wall near the fireplace." "That sounds good," Linda agreed. "But first, let's calculate how much it would cost. We need to be careful with our money." The living room was their favorite place to relax in the evening. It had a comfortable sofa, a wooden coffee table, and a lamp that cast a warm light. The carpet was soft, and there were family photos on the shelf. "Speaking of family," Tom said, "your grandmother called last night. She wants us to visit her this weekend. She's been feeling a bit lonely since your grandfather moved to the retirement home." Sarah's grandmother lived in a small house with a beautiful garden full of flowers. She was an elderly woman, but still very active. She loved to cook, especially traditional recipes that had been in the family for generations. "I love visiting Grandma. She always has the best stories about her childhood and our family history." "Yes, she does. And she makes the most delicious vegetable soup I've ever tasted." Weekend plans. Alex finished his breakfast and grabbed his bag. "I need to go," he said. "I promised my cousin I'd meet him at the park before school." "Be careful," Linda called after him, "and don't forget to call if you're going to be late coming home." Sarah also got ready to leave. She had a part-time job at a local cafe where she worked 3 days a week. It was a good experience, and she enjoyed meeting different people. "I'll be home for dinner," she told her parents. "I think I'll try to make that fish recipe Grandma taught me. We have all the ingredients in the cupboard." Evening reflections. That evening, the family gathered in the kitchen for dinner. The table was set with their best dishes, and the food smelled wonderful. Sarah's fish recipe was a success. "This is delicious," Tom said. "You're becoming a very good cook." "Thank you, Dad. I love learning new recipes. I think cooking is an art." After dinner, they moved to the living room. Alex was reading a book for his English class, while Linda worked on a puzzle. Tom was looking at some papers from work. I have an idea, Sarah said. Why don't we plan a family trip this summer? We could visit the sea or maybe go camping in the mountains. That sounds wonderful, Linda said. But let's be realistic about the cost. We need to save money for Alex's school fees and other expenses. Daily habits and traditions. The Johnson family had many daily habits that brought them together. Every morning, they had breakfast as a family. Every evening, they shared dinner and talked about their day. On weekends, they often visited relatives or worked in the garden together. I think our daily routine is very important, Tom said. It gives us time to connect and share our experiences. I agree, Sarah nodded. Even when I move out and have my own house, I want to maintain these family traditions with my future family. The comfortable house. Their house was not very large, but it was perfect for their needs. The bedrooms upstairs were comfortable and quiet. The bathroom had a nice bath where they could relax after a long day. The garden had a gate that led to a path through the trees. I love our home, Alex said suddenly. It's always warm and safe. I never want to live anywhere else. That's sweet, Linda smiled. But someday you'll want to have your own home and family. Maybe, Alex replied, but I'll always come back to visit. New beginnings. As the evening grew late, the family began to prepare for bed. Tom turned off the lamp in the living room while Linda put the dishes in the sink. Sarah and Alex went upstairs to their bedrooms. "Good night, everyone," Sarah called from the top of the stairs. "Good night, dear," her parents replied. In her bedroom, Sarah looked out the window at the stars. She thought about all the changes that were coming in her life. Soon, she would finish school and start a new chapter. But for now, she was happy to be part of this loving family. The house was quiet now, but it was full of love and memories. Tomorrow would bring new experiences, but the family bond would always remain strong. As Sarah drifted off to sleep, she smiled, knowing that no matter what the future brought, she would always have this warm, comfortable home and the love of her family. This was just the beginning of many new adventures for the Johnson family.